Today is day 16, if I'm not mistaken. It is. Today I chose a verse, Psalm 46:1. God is our refuge and strength and ever-present help in trouble. This is very straightforward. Just whenever you need help, just go to God. When you see the strength of the Lord, it'd be hard not to notice it or not go to it. It's like, when you're a kid and you get a scratch or you get hurt or some problem in your life and you go to your parents. God is that throughout your life. And probably more towards your adult life because there's more of a realization towards it. But that's who you go to when you need help. He will help you through all your wishes and your commands. He will help you if you don't even notice it. He will help you when you do notice it. He will help you when you have no idea that he's even there. Like, when you get off these highs of life, when you're doing so well and stuff like that, and you're doing really well, and then you start to, like a lot of people say, they start to lose connection with God and stuff like that because everything's going so well for them and stuff like that, or they're doing a lot of not so sinful things, so then they lose that connection, and usually they always come back. And for the most part, hopefully assuming that it's in a good way, God will always reconnect with you as much as possible. He will try his best with you, and you gotta do that with him too. Focus on what powers God has for you, what abilities, what future, your brightness God for you. I always thought that people that go to church, are always so good in life. But you don't have to, just go to church to pray. You don't have to go to church to, it's good for you. It's very cleanse for the soul. But I've learned that even myself, like growing up out of church, the realizations that not everybody that goes to church is so, peace-minded. And even for me myself, I was not always so peace-minded about stuff, So when the realization of, not so holy people and stuff like that, it hurt my heart. Because I always had the sense of, they go to church, they're good, like, all they do is pray, all they do, that's their main focus. They know all the, Christ music and all about the preachers and everything. Trust me, bro. Do this by day, by night is like Batman. Lurking in the nights, everything, bro. It's so crazy. But, I'm not one to judge. Can't judge them upon them. But it's like it gives you a good perspective on how people really are, though. Even though you're not judging, there's some realization towards it. And maybe you can even include myself in that. But life is different, bro. Life is different. Anyways, hopefully y'all understand where I'm coming from. Because you gotta just, even in your lows, you gotta connect with God, right? But the second your highs come around, you get that nice little build up in your life, right back to him. guess what? You gotta keep right back to him, and then he'll show you some downs too. But then right back to him, right back to the ups. Life is always a nice, steady flow of up and down. But trust me, it's not like you hitting the same rock bottom and then coming right back up and then rock bottom again. No, it's more of one of these type of, like, you see how it's like always in an upward angle. Like your problems aren't as low as they used to be. That's how life with God is gonna teach you. That's as simple as that. Simple. But I hope y'all come to realization. I hope y'all do. I don't want to be a preacher that just yells for nothing, like talks for nothing, stuff like that. I want it to make sense so you understand. I never really heard a preacher, outside of church get, treated like, if you don't know he's a preacher, you would treat him like a regular person, right? But sometimes, outside of regular people, there's actually people that even as a preacher, bro, it's so crazy. But bro, what I just said probably didn't even make sense. But there's so many things in this world that you don't see, you don't even acknowledge. There's people that you probably even had connection with, right? But there's times you also treat someone bad. Imagine you disrespected a priest. You didn't even know, because he didn't even say that and stuff like that. Obviously it's not your purpose to go out and disrespect, but something just happened and you didn't know he was a preacher. It never came out, but sometimes it happens. And then usually I'd like to think that priests come with a calm sense of state, some easy going, easy flowing, easy motive. But sometimes it's crazy because they're human too. They get mad too. It's crazy. And I could never imagine myself raising my voice or saying anything negative about them, But I'm not everybody, so. And it's crazy because it's not like I said you tried to do it on purpose. You just happened to be in a situation. You thought he bumped into you or something something small, and then it just turned out a little bit more elevated than that, or a little bit more chat, and then oh my God, that's so crazy. Imagine that. I could not imagine disrespecting a priest. That goes to show that you don't know in life that you don't know where your path is, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta leave it up to God. That's crazy to say, and I'm still leaving it up to God too. I'm praying to God right now that it's gonna go in the right way. But today's verse is once again Psalm 46, when God is our refuge and strength.